How to structure a production ready Python project. Let me ask you something. If I open your Python project right now, is it in everything in one file, a main.py? If yes, don't worry. Most of the developers starts from here only. But here is the truth. That's not a production ready code. That's a prototype. A difference between a production ready code and prototype is a good structure. Today I will show you how a professionals structure the Python project and the way company expects it. In real world environment, code needs to be maintainable, testable, scalable, and easy to understand. And the first red flag is a messy structure. Let's break this down practically. A solid, widely accepted structure looks like this. Here is a simple professional layout. Use a predictable, boring layout and take it as a compliment. You notice something? We are separating responsibilities here. This is called the separation of concerns. Don't get intimidated. This is not advanced. This is clean. Let me explain why this matters. Now, let's look into the app folder. Your real application lives here. This is the heart of your project and do not skip it. Most beginners skip the app or SRC folder, but in professional environment, it actually helps you to separate your source code that prevents messy import or hidden dependency. I always isolate my application code inside a app directory. But why? Because it keeps root clean, prevents import issue, makes packaging easier, and it also works great with tools like PyTest, Docker, CI/CD, etc. And inside app, everything has a purpose. It forces you think like a package developer and the mindset. And that mindset shift is important because in production, your code is not just running, it's being installed, deployed, and maintained. And in app, if you see different folders, but there are some files also there like init.py, config.py, and main.py. Let's look into what this main.py is. Main.py is the entry point. This file should stay thin. This is your entry point. Your entry point should orchestrate, not think or not do everything. A good main.py will be like this. If you see, it's so thin. It does not have like 300 lines of logics, imports, conditionals, and whatnot. Think main.py is like a conductor. It does not play instrument. It tells others when to play. If your logic lives here, then take my word, you will regret it later. Next, look into config.py. Your configuration, all configuration should live in this one place. This is where environment variable also loaded. Centralized configuration prevent chaos later. This keep your project environment aware, test friendly, and deployment safe. So all your system or your project configuration should goes here. Another file is you can see that init.py. This is something I'm telling from my experience. Don't treat init.py as a magic. Use it to define public APIs, simplify imports, and hide internals. For example, like this, right? So this keep your module surface clean. If everything is importable, nothing is designed. If you see in the app folder, there are multiple folders are there like models, routes, services, and utils. But as I said, everyone has a purpose. Let's look into the services folder. Business logics lives in this folder. And trust me, this is one of the biggest upgrades you can make. Instead of dumping logic inside like, routes or modules or somewhere else, move it all into this business logic into this services folder. This keeps your routes clean, makes testing easier, encourages separation of concern. If you are building APIs regularly, like I do with Flask or First API, this structure scales beautifully. By the way, if you notice, there is a init.py file also here. It makes this folder to module, which becomes importable. Next folder, what you can see is the models folder. And models folder, always remember, represent the data. This folder contains like ORM models, PyDantech models, data schema, etc. For here, if you, as an example, you see, I put the users.py and the orders.py. This is my data models. Keeping models separate prevents a circular import. And take my advice and avoid circular imports like plague. Circular imports are not just annoying, they are structural debt. If two modules depend on each other, your boundaries are wrong. So you need to think your structure and simplify it more. Next folder is a routes folder. If you are using an API layer, only then it's applicable, because routes folder should do three things: validate request, call services, and return the response. Nothing else. That's it. If your route file is like 500 lines long, then something is wrong there. You need to correct it. Next is the util folder. And you can think about it's like a small shared helpers. Be careful with this. I have seen developers, they have tendency grow it large. It should only include small reusable helpers, stateless functions, and generic utilities. Nothing else. That's it. Now, outside of app, you will see there is another folder that is called test. Tests folder lives outside of app, and tests are not an afterthought. Structure them to mirror your application. Remember, clean structure equal to easier test coverage. If testing feels painful, that's a signal that your structure needs work. Clean architecture makes test boring, and boring is good, as I said always. If you see in the root, there are three files like pyproject.2ml, readme.md, and requirements.txt. Let's try to understand what their purpose. Start with the readme.md. Let's try to understand what it will go here. It should have what this particular project is about, what users need to do if they want to install this project. But in generally, I have seen that most readme.md file explains what the project does. But that's not all. It should tell how it's organized. So I suggest add a short section like this where you mention how the project is structured, so that this saves hours of, when a new teammates join your team and look into this project, or later after 2-3 years, if you open this project again and you forget what you did that time, this project structure will help you to refresh your memory that how this project structure and how it works. And also it's really comes handy for the open source contributions too. Always remember, documentation is a part of your structure. Another point I just want to mention here, you can add another folder also. I generally do. When you have a big project and you have some sequence file and design document, you can create a design folder here. Next is our requirement.txt or pyproject.2ml. Have any one of them, called the Dependencies Environment. But now let's talk about something that quietly destroys the credibility. Like if you say that your project or your code works on your machine, if you are not using virtual environment, pin dependency, a proper requirement.txt or the pyproject.2ml, then you are not writing a production ready code, because reproducibility matters. Professional code should run the same way on your laptop, your teammate's laptop, a cloud server, without any surprises. So in the requirement.txt file, we mention what are the packages we're using and what are different versions they have. So when someone deploy your project, it will automatically read this requirement.txt file and install all the packages what your project needs with the same version what you mention here. That's what the requirement.txt file usage or the pyproject.2ml file usage. I give you an example also here how it should looks like. If you see, it has your name of the project, your version, description, and what Python version you need, that also mentioned here. And also all the dependency, all the packages here. Another point I want to mention here, which is very important for a production ready code, always use logging instead of print. And this is really an upgrade of your, quality of the code. Just stop using print in real application, use logging. Why? Because production system needs log level, debug traceability, and operational visibility. All professionals always write logging, and beginners do the print. Keep this in mind. A simple mental model: when in doubt, ask, can I explain this structure in 30 seconds? Can someone new find this code without asking me? Can I test logic without opening or spinning everything up? If the answer is no, then simplify. Here is something important. Project structure is not about the folders. It's about signaling maturity. If I open your GitHub folder and see a clear structure, a test folder, separate modules, clear dependency management, I immediately know that you understand the production thinking. That matters in interviews, that matters in promotion, that matters in consulting. Structure communicates how you think. Companies don't pay more for syntax. They pay more for engineers who can design system. And system thinking starts with structure. This is often the invisible difference between a scriptwriter and a software engineer. One writes code and other builds maintainable system. If you want to move from writing scripts to a building production ready system, then please subscribe. On this channel, I will focus on practical Python, AI, machine learning, Gen AI, and the career strategy behind a successful high-value engineer. If you like today's video, then please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.